Welcome to the channel Masters of Consciousness. In today's episode, I will introduce you to the practices of the great spiritual master Ramana Maharshi. This silent sage of India, who lived at the turn of the 19th and 20th century, transformed the lives of thousands not through elaborate teachings, but through his presence, his silence, and his simple yet profound words. His teachings were not built on theory, but on direct experience of the self, our deepest nature. And although many years have passed since his physical departure, the spiritual power of his message remains alive. Today, I'll show you how to apply his wisdom in everyday life, how to enter the path of inner stillness and truth, and what simple yet deep spiritual exercises you can practice to return to who you truly are. Ramana Maharshi primarily taught through presence. People from all over the world came to see him, and often he would just sit in silence. But that silence had incredible power. It was like a mirror that reflected the essence of each person, pure being, awareness, bliss. When someone asked him questions, he answered simply, without unnecessary complexity. His central teaching revolved around a single question: who am I? Not to speculate, but to turn one's awareness inward, back to its source. Let's start with the core practice Ramana taught. It is called Atma Vichara, or self-inquiry. This is not an intellectual exercise. It is a direct turning of attention inward toward the one who is aware of all thoughts and sensations. When a thought arises, ask, who is experiencing this thought? Who is feeling this emotion, this fear, this joy? The point is not to find an answer with your mind, but to gently shift your awareness inward toward the one who is aware. A simple exercise you can do right now is this. Sit quietly. Close your eyes. Don't try to control your thoughts. But whenever a thought arises, ask, who is thinking this? Let your attention follow the question inward. If a feeling arises, who is feeling it? If a desire comes, who wants it? Don't answer mentally, just feel. At some point, you will notice that you are none of the things that come and go. You are the one who observes. You are awareness itself. Ramana didn't encourage spiritual complications. He didn't demand long rituals or mystical techniques. He said, enlightenment is not something to be gained because you already are that. The problem is not that you are not free. The problem is that you believe you are what you are not. The body, the mind, the personality. Self-inquiry dissolves those illusions. It leads you into silence, the silence that is truth. You can practice presence even in daily life. Ramana said you don't need to escape the world to realize the self. What you're looking for is always here, whether you're in a cave or standing in line at a store. When you eat, be aware. Who is eating? When you walk, ask, who is walking? When anger arises, who is angry? This simplicity, practiced with sincerity, becomes a powerful tool of inner transformation. Many people who came to Ramana spoke of a transformation that happened not through his words, but through his very being. And even if we're not near him physically, his message still works if we receive it with an open heart. The greatest gift of Ramana's teaching is the reminder that we are not separate from the source. The peace, the freedom, the love we seek already exist within us. This inner journey is not about rejecting life. Ramana did not teach escapism. He encouraged being in the world, but not being consumed by it. When a problem appears, instead of reacting immediately, pause and ask, to whom does this problem appear? Who is disturbed by this? That moment of inward stillness opens the door to something deeper. You begin to realize that there is something in you that never moves, even as storms pass through the mind. That unmoving presence is you. Eventually, self-inquiry becomes more than a method. It becomes a way of living. You don't even need to keep asking, who am I? Because the moment you turn inward and rest as awareness, the question itself dissolves. It's like remembering your true home. Try this simple exercise a few times a day. Just stop, take a breath, and ask, what do I know for certain right now? You'll see that thoughts, emotions, sensations, they all change. but the awareness of them does not. It was always here, and it always will be. That awareness is you, Ramana said. You are not the mind. The mind is just a thought. Ask, for whom is this thought? When you trace it back to its source, everything disappears and only silence remains. And that silence is not emptiness, it is fullness, living, present, real. In today's world, it's easy to get lost in the noise, in the rush of daily life. Ramana's teaching is a call back to what is eternal. Even if everything falls apart, something within you remains untouched. When fear comes, ask, who is afraid? When anger rises, who is angry? This is not denying emotions. It's seeing that you are not defined by them. You are the space in which they appear and disappear. You don't need special conditions to practice. Ramana wasn't a fan of rituals. He said, what is true must be accessible here and now to everyone. Whether you live in a city or in nature, whether you have a family or many responsibilities, you can return to yourself. Right now, in this very moment, perhaps right now, within you, there's more silence. Maybe the mind has paused for just a second. Maybe something in you has remembered that it's more than a story or a name. This recognition doesn't need fireworks. Sometimes it comes as a whisper, a quiet inner yes to what is real. That's how Ramana worked, without drama, without noise. He became a mirror in which others saw their true face. If you ever feel that self-inquiry is just another mental trick, trust that if you ask from the heart, not from curiosity but from sincerity, it will cut through illusion like a sword of light. It won't give you words. It will take away everything that isn't you, until only that remains. And when you feel it, that which never changes, you'll know you've come home. Before we finish, I invite you to a short meditation inspired by Ramana Maharshi. You can use this whenever you feel lost, overwhelmed, or simply wish to return to presence. Sit comfortably. There's no need to control anything. Just become aware of your breath. Don't change it. Simply notice it. Then gently ask in your heart, who is aware of this breath? Don't answer with words. Let your attention rest inward. If thoughts arise, let them pass. And again ask, who is witnessing all of this? Can you find it? Or is it just presence itself? This meditation doesn't need to be long. Ramana said, one moment of true inward attention is more valuable than years of searching outward. So don't measure your progress. Don't judge. Just return. Return again and again until you realize you never really left. Because you, the real you, were always here. Unchanging, silent, alive. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the wisdom of Ramana Maharshi. If this message resonated with you, please subscribe and leave a comment about what touched your heart the most. And remember, this is not the end. This is the beginning of the return to your true self. The awareness that is hearing these words is what you've been searching for your whole life. May the peace that is already within you bloom in full. Subscribe now and join us for more insights from the great masters of consciousness.